Hello, hello, hi. I um the worst person ever, and I forgot the part of fixing my old art, so I'm loading that into a canvas right now. Hope everyone's day has been great. I need my volume to be lower, I think. Hope everyone's day has been great. I hope you're enjoying your day. In smooth sailing. I have some examples of the art I think are really a lot of beginner people could see themselves, which is what you need if you want to do beginner help kind of art, I think. Not art, but streams. And I don't feel like I'm disrespecting anyone because it's my old art, so it's fine. And I also think there's different shit. There's different levels of quality because it's old, but not like my beginner's art. It's old enough where I've improved, but um, not recent enough where I cannot fix it right now. I think I have some other pieces I would like, but I think those are going to be for another stream because I have already too many. So yeah, I hope you like art streams. I've been having these Noah Kahan songs stuck in my head. Dun, 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 dun. You're not, so I will just mute myself a little bit. Franco, how is everyone? We're having art stream today. I forgot. I think I forgot to send notification on my thing. I forgot. Now I remember. I think I'm sending it right now. Hope everyone is having a beautiful day. I want to let people start joining. Because I have a mess right now. Um, Iba a acomodar mi cama. You can do it. I can be background noise. I will just be japping for a while before I fully answer questions. But I sleep. But I sleep a bit. But I'm not sleeping. Okay, okay, okay. Hola, Mel. How are you doing? Okay, we might have input of an actual art student. So this is going to be great. Actually, I need to lower my music's volume. It's too loud for me to think. I hope it's okay for you. I think it's okay for you. What? Hello, you're an art student. You probably know more than I do. So, I hope everyone is here. Everyone that wants to be here is here. So, hello. This is everything. I'm chilling because finals week. I'm in finals month, so this is going to be fun. I'm not here. Okay, okay, perfect. I'll be honest, I don't know a lot. Neither do I, but okay. My VTuber is covering. Raven is reviewing her model, so she's going to jab about character design. That's this title. As you can see, graphic design is my passion. Okay, this is, I think, the final design for my character, but I want to explain all the tests here because I think for someone that's new, does won't understand one why I'm changing my character, and two what I'm horrible. Uh, Yeah, so the thing is, if you can see my character right now, the tablet, it leaves a really boring top. So that's my biggest criticize to my top of the character. Plus, you can't really tell the plague doctor part. So I decided to add like this skull, these thingies. It's basically the same design. I just changed the cape for like a jacket, I would say. And I changed this band thing for the skulls just because I think they're pretty. Um, as you can see, it has good values, even if it's a monochromatic character. You can see. Do you have a cape? I do have a cape. That's a cape. The top of my thing has a cape. I should have wrote the reference sheet of my character. I I don't. I forgot. So I'm going to explain what each test is and how it works and why it is important for like these most of these, well, one of these, two, two of these are important for VTuber design, basically. The top part, it's just like, are you interesting from your waist up? Because the current design has a problem where she's only interesting from the waist down, or like more visually interesting from the waist down. So that's an issue. So the top test is how she would work on stream. Then chibi test. You need to see if they can be marketable plushies. If even if you remove certain details, you can still understand the character, and I think you can. This one it's like how the character would look at a distance, like if it's small, and I think it still works. And the values is that you have enough contrast between colors, so it's still distinguishable even if it's um black and white. It is just for color separation. And I've heard a lot of people say that they like how I pick colors, so I thought to include this here because it is kind of part of the way why I distributed the colors of my character the way I did. Oh, values. The values is like how dark, or well, how black or white would say in a grayscale it looks. That's how I would explain it to someone that has never done art in their life, and I think that's a really easy way to explain it. So yeah, that's what causes the separation. You can still distinguish the different parts of the design even on black and white. So that's important. As you can see, this design was lackluster design because you cannot design. Oh, I don't like this song. Wait, you are going to stay here while I change this song. Okay, it's the same freaking song. Amazing. We're going to love it. Um, no, Kahan, I love you, but you're not what I want right now. I'm just going to change. and then hope the next few songs are better. Um, yeah. Anyways, we're coming back. This design has a problem where my hair and the blue of the dress have the same value. It's sad because I really like this one design and not a lot of people liked it. But yeah, this design is really simple. Um, it's probably going to become an outfit. By the way, all of these designs are probably going to become an outfit for my character later. I just really like them all. But yeah, this is going to be my main. I just think it's the closest to what I have already, to what people recognize me, and I think it's pretty. Yeah, this is going to become an outfit. This one, I really like the value distribution on this one. Again, the same tests, the design. It works. It's really top heavy, this one, and it works really well. I don't think it works so well as a chibi, but it works a little bit, I would say. This one, the chibi is a mess, but this one was also one that people liked a lot. I would tweak it just a little bit, but this is going to probably be also an outfit for the girly. Um, as you can see, the same things, values, blah 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 blah. Her top works perfectly, I would say. This one is, I don't fully love this one. It doesn't work as a chibi at all. This one is really fun when you're designing characters. You can cut to like gauge how interesting the design is, like visually appealing, where major like horizontal lines happen to make us stare, but you don't want to be able to climb that stair. So this is like a really steady stair, so you wouldn't like that design necessarily, but I do think that design works really well. And well, this is me testing every single one of them. So for colors, people did ask me how I choose colors. Colors, it's like a thing, and I love it. I would hundred I would like if you are unsure on how to unify your color palette, go here. That's my thing. Channels I recommend if you want to do art and improve. PCAT. She has a bunch of art exercises that could help you improve. She explains why they help you improve, so I think that's a really good resource if you want to. Squidgy and Angel Ganep. I like his shorts. He does this fixing art, but he doesn't change the art style of the person, and I think that's really important. So I really recommend this guy. Squidgy, she is where I got most of my information for um VTuber design, and I think she's a really useful resource. She's a character design artist. She's really cool. If you speak Spanish, these are my Spanish recs. You get more stuff because I like you guys. Shinon C, he does streams where he does art exercises, and I would say you can watch the streams without understanding Spanish. You just need to copy the picture he has there and you kind of reference it. Um, Gemma Vadillo kind of talks about color and those kinds of stuff. She's really good with color. I love her color. She has streams doing grayscales that are really important for similar stuffs like understanding value, understanding status. I really like her. And Sahareli, she also fixes art, but like respectfully, of course. She also does a lot of grayscales, and she worked for Riot Games, to my understanding. So she's a goat. So if you want like a splash art kind of stuff, I really recommend her. So now I'm going to change to my art thing. Let's go. Okay. Now, this is my most Japping stream, I think. I want to explain a little bit on beginner mistakes I saw in my old art, and maybe that can help other people. This is the you can ask questions portion of the stream, I guess. I don't know. Like, I want to this stream going like, these are kind of the things I want to talk about. I don't really know how I want to talk about them, but I want to explain them. Actually, I can close this thing now. My laptop is screaming for help, and I want water. Mm, and this is some of my first digital art. I think I did it with. No, I did this one with a tablet. I had a really old Wacom at home. But I want to explain a little bit how some mistakes I see in this piece in terms of anatomy. Um, this guy is my friend, but I don't like his songs. Um, so some of the first, like, she is looking this way, but walking this way, right? That's a problem because you can do that, but your like bust would be looking this way as well. And as you can see, she's really flat. She's not really 3D. I've seen a lot of people recommend more like doing squares, or that's how at least I divide my anatomy. I do simplify it into shapes, I'd say. I don't know what I'm saying right now, but I hope I'm making sense. I think I need a more distinct color. Wait, we're going to go for like this really intense green so you can see what I'm doing. I don't think the blue was helping because the background is also a really annoying red. Her face would also not be like that. Like I was really clearly trying to hide the hand, but if she was like, she's like walking to my understanding, like her hand would be more like that. And that hand, I still struggle with hands, so it's okay. The neck is also really long. She has a lot of neck, and well, there's people with long necks, but usually you don't have that long of a neck. Also, there's a problem, like the way with her nose, it looks like she's facing forward, but like the way I shaped her face, it seems like she's looking this way. So I would need to do like something different over there. Similar with wait, similar with her eye. One eye should like if she was facing this way, if she was facing that way, I would need to I want to move something here. Meow. Ah, I lost my train of thought. Oh gosh. Everything's falling apart. My mic peaked. Oh gosh. Professional. Like, this is where I see that, like, I would say a lot of artists do it right, where they, like, the heads are more like alien heads, I would say. Human heads, alien heads are better. Like, I would still do that. And she has a lot of forehead. So yeah, actually, I was trying to redraw this, and I realized the head is too big for my liking. So I would usually make her head smaller. I also know, like again, I see a lot of artists do the alien heads. I start with ovals, which might be unpopular. I don't know how unpopular ovals are in artist spaces, but I then just like divide the thing, kind of place things. I actually like starting by like really dot eyes. Mi cama ya está acomodada. Let's go. Actually, I don't know what's the name of the muscle, but a lot of beginners forget this muscle that is like here. So she would have a muscle here. I want a cappuccino now. I just had iced coffee before stream. Not before stream. I was doing homework and and finishing stuff when my mom's making tortilla and I want to eat for it. Oh, that sounds delicious. That's cool. See, a lot of beginners forget that muscle. You got third because it was you before cleaning and you after cleaning. Um, yeah, a lot of beginners kind of forget this muscle. I don't know the name in English. It's but in Spanish it's trapecio, so they forget that one. Okay, good. Composition wise, the head is still too big for my liking. Composition wise, she would cover more of the thing I would do. Maybe I will leave one with my corrections. And yeah, composition wise, she would cover more space. And I think the head's too long. So if I were to re-sketch everything we just saw, I would start by a oval. I just like ovals. Then like do these tiny eyes. I love how they look. They're really cute. The kind of place where I think the eyes should be. Then by the way she's walking, her torso would be like 3/4 that way, but not like fully to the left. Here, her torso was the other opposite direction, and that's not how torsos work, nor how boobs work. You see these? Like, okay. Um, this wouldn't happen to a human. I don't know, like that. I do recommend simplifying it into shapes. Simplifying the human body into shapes, it's like kind of the easier things. Is it an iPad? Yes. I got it before the pandemic. It was my birthday present. I am born really close to Christmas, so in a way, I'm really close to Christmas. So I basically said like I don't want a birthday present. I don't want a birthday party. I want like an iPad so I can draw on it. Cantidad de calidad, Android. Yeah, no, like if I were to change my equipment now, I would probably go for an XP pen. I've heard they are really good. I haven't tried those, but I've heard those are really good. My I like this one I've been drawing on it constantly. This is its fifth year of living, of life. I draw on it constantly. Um, it's a good warrior, I would say. Actually, her face would be more like that. I think I changed her legs, but yeah, I still struggle with hands, but this is just to give yourself an idea. This is how I would change stuff, just a little bit. If I still wanted to keep the background, I would integrate it like this in this sketch, so I can see what what my mistakes were. Um, I actually I did think the torso is too long. To be fair, I was doing homework and I forgot to kind of warm up before the stream. It's usually recommended to do warm ups before you start drawing. Actually, a really easy way to do warm ups and get like line. Actually, think no, I don't think that's the surprise part. I really warm up that it can help you if you don't have like line security. I would say it's make two dots on a piece of paper or like in your canvas and try to connect them in like one stroke. It doesn't have to be perfect, but that's like a great exercise to get more like line security. I didn't even connect it, or just try to fill the paper like that. I'm not actually doing it. That's amazing. That's just a simple warm up. It can get you going, and it's also with circles. I've seen people try to do circles or squares, but those are like warm ups that it can help you be warmed up when you start drawing. This is my warm up. um, I made it. To check for composition, actually, another thing is to flip your canvas, and you will see your mistakes because your eyes are now fresh. Actually, I've seen people say that to check for composition, you should flip it vertically. And right now on composition, I think we're doing well. I'm doing every other flip. Anyways, I can see here my head wasn't the best. Uh, but okay. I don't. I think my explanation was okay-ish. Now, another like mistake I I just flip my phone and I don't see anything now. Oh no. Is it just like really small? I'm just going to save all this on one thing. This was for a friend of mine. This was a present. It's so funny because I can see clearly knew how to shade things just a little bit, and then I give up like on this hand. Um, but another thing I've seen people struggle with is giving things volume, and this is a great example. The For starters, this it's supposed to be like a loose shirt, and it's loose on certain areas, but it isn't on others. She also has like no what color can I use that the character is not wearing. Her torso is also weird. She has she doesn't have the same like shoulder muscle thingy that the other one didn't as well, which is not it's not fun when you well it's fun but oh I just realized that the face doesn't align with the middle of the body as well, so those are kind of little beginner mistakes that people tend to do. They forget these muscles, The face should be like over here, and you might get ads soon. So I'm just going. When you get ads, I will just stop talking. But yeah, the face should be over here because this is the middle of the body. This isn't even the middle of the body. That's like the middle of the face. Oh, I'm doing it on top of the drawing. How lovely. I was ill prepared for this portion of the stream. I've just realized. I was excited to just talk about art because I love art, and then I'm making every single mistake. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, real obsessive. I also don't mind like drawing on top of my old art because it's mine. I think I would be more reserved on doing this type of like pointing out mistakes if it was other people's art. It is mine though, so it's fine. It's my beginner's art. No, that's too low. It's like a triangle. So here's like should be the shoulders. I know my body my bodies. Then that's like the torso, I would say. I like doing that just to like keep in mind that the torso is like a 3D shape. I just think you're nuts right now. Maybe. I don't know. I hope you are. I'm going to take a little break. I need water. I know you didn't. Wait, I know you didn't, but I wanted some water. I've been talking for a long time. I shouldn't. Mm, I know you didn't ask for hydrate, but I haven't. Literally, I haven't been drinking water. Well, I have, but I went out for a run this morning, and I'm really tired and thirsty. I okay, this is not drawing related, but I think it's kind of a little bit content creation related. I freaking love how going for runs is making me feel. I feel more inspired, I feel happier, I feel more energetic. Like, not gonna lie, going out for runs in the morning has made me like I don't want to be like a better person, right? Because I don't think it has made me a better person, but it genuinely has helped with my like emotional regulation. I'm a really anxious person. So now that I'm like able to go out, not not out, but I go out of my way to do exercise. It has helped me a lot and it's really fun and I love it. So a shape that arms are kind of usually, and I think that's the best shape you can simplify arms as. Arms and legs is cylinders because arms are not flat. Arms have, oh, how do you say it? Like they have shape, they have volume. I think this hand is the other way around. If she's saying hi to you, no, this is all right. It's just like this doesn't look like a thumb. I still am not the best at hands, but I think the hand should be like more like that. I a thing I would tell beginners to have in mind is that the middle of the head is the middle of the body. So like she's facing, if the character is facing forward, of course she's facing forward, so she should be like symmetrically looking at you. The middle of her face should be the middle of her body. On this one I noticed this is not even the middle of her head. um sure, the middle of her head isn't the middle of her body. I when I was looking at this one, because I picked some of my old art for this, ah, the thing I wanted to touch on this one was the hand. But no, like I think this is more important than whatever the hand had going on. The middle of like, yeah, a good thing to creating volume, it's kind of thinking how the thing would act. So her clothes would like, this is supposed to be a really loose shirt. The only problem with this character specifically is that it's one of my friend's OCs. I don't know if she still uses this OC, but so I'm not sure about the character body type, but it's to think. Don't think about your drawing on 2D. Think about it on 3D. So OC's original character, yes, yes, sir, it's her original character. I don't remember what the story was, but I remember they were like spooky. De nada. They were spooky themed characters. Your hand, okay, hands of people are usually at the height of the crotch. I like roughly. So that's why that hand is there. I actually did that hat really well. I'm surprised. I now do hair way fluffier than this. Like I would go like really fluff. Really, really, really fluffy. And to be fair, I don't remember her character's personality. But everything is giving me a shy person, so I don't know why she's like having this pose. I would be more like sad eyes, more like Fluttershy type character, you know? Like she would be like, I don't like how it did her nose. To be fair, at this point in time, I did noses really weirdly, so she's more like a Fluttershy type of character. Myself. And now, like the skirt, I think it's supposed to be a denim skirt, so it would be tighter on the body. Denim skirts tend to be tighter. Obviously, not always, but that tends to happen. La tortilla, let's go. That tends to happen. So yeah, like, and this is just me sketching and trying to explain mistakes. Like, I think that if I colored it, it would turn out better. But I still think, yeah, this is just like a good approximation of like the things I was saying. Like Right now, the half of I don't like how I did the folds on the clothes. Wait, she's wearing a baggy shirt. You can see it is a baggy shirt. The it actually looks like she's wearing the scarf because the scarf now has like dimensions. And yeah, I feel this encapsulates some of like beginner mistakes. Again, this is all my beginner art, so I think pointing out some of these mistakes would make it easier for new people because I was there too. I know, like, I know the thing I get praises the most is my coloring, which I could bring an old line art and color it how I would color things now. That could be fun. I do have some pieces with line art. Um, this one I remember I was really proud of this one when I first drew it, but it has the same problems with volume that the other one has. Her eyes. Okay, this one came here for two things: her eyes and her hand. And well, not only those two things, but also the problems with volume that my character doesn't have. Well, I think most of my characters struggle with volume. Here again, the shoulder is here, but I'm missing the muscle on this side. On this one, I think it's kind of better. The neck is no longer atrociously long. She she's also facing forward to how I'm feeling, and her arm should be more like this. If this no wait, I should have wrote a reference. I don't tend to draw arms like that. Yeah, more like that. Then this one. Ooh, I know what. I think I did this too short. This would be longer. Wait, I know what I'm doing. A lot of art is just being like, I think I did this wrong. Let me fix it. I actually really like how I did the shading on this arm. But then there's no shading here. Shading is really inconsistent on my old pieces because I think light was supposed to be coming from here, but why is this light there? Here should be darker, but why is there like shadow on all the edges? Like, if anything, these wouldn't be shaded because the arm is up. This could be, but it's not needed. Yeah, yes, this would be darker. These edges would be darker. The legs are not it. I don't know how I would salvage this girly. I want to redraw her just because I think she could be our redraw of today. I was going to go through some extra art, but I think she's going to be our redraw of today. I'm emotionally attached to this girly because I remember being so proud of this piece when it first came out. No, not came out. I first finished it. And I think she has all the problems my old art has. Like hands weirdly placed. I wanted to make this one my redraw, but I think that's going to be another me thing. Chest acting weirdly, I would say. Close to fitting weirdly as well, because let's be honest, that shirt wouldn't be like that on that drawing. Obviously no texture distinction, and I also think she has a problem of the center of her body is off. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, like she's a little, yeah, the center of her body is not it. The the arm, every time I see the arm, it is another level of wrong. So I think this will be my redraw of today. Just to explain the things I want to explain. So I usually start sketching, like, if I want to do my sketch, my not to turn my sketch into line art, I will use gray. And since we don't have that much time for fully lining stuff, I will use gray because I will erase stuff. I I usually make the neck into a cylinder. I think that's like a really universal thing to simplify that shape. I want to be more into like a pose more dynamic. I would say. So she's going to be more like that. Like a power stance of sorts. I made her stomach too long. A lot of art, I think it's really observational. So if you struggle with anatomy, I would just tell you to draw a ton of anatomy. Get one or two friends to help you judge it. And to be fair, like anyone who's watching this, I would be more than happy if you want join the Discord, send things into the art channel, and I will try to guide you into better anatomy stuff. I would love to do anatomy practices on stream. Like that's my favorite thing to do in art. But I feel that Twitch is going to nuke me if I do anything anatomy related, like actual anatomy from like books and everything, like naked models. I am making a mistake here. She is this this leg is going to be supporting her, and this leg is more relaxed. Yep, okay. Sometimes it's okay to just draw a line to see how the action will go. I think that helps me a lot. And then refine stuff. One thing with art, right? It's that you're not doing things. Well, you cannot only judge how you think they look, you also have to like judge how they actually look. Let's say. So this part of her body would be like that. It's okay to have references. I like right now I am not using references, but usually I would recommend like either you posing on the pose you want to draw or getting someone to pose. Wait, I'm making something wrong. Oh, I get what the issue was. These were okay, but this one is here. I will make her taller so we're closer to the reference. Right now it's a mess. This arm is the hand is too big. Your hand and your character's hand should be roughly the size of the head. Well, not the head, the face. This is nowhere near the size of the face. So that's one thing I would recommend anyone to keep in mind. Usually so I I think I'm just like japping some of my favorite art tips and things that actually have helped me. Like right now my art teacher, he's an absolute menace, but he has helped me improve so much. Like I would even say like he has been the reason why I've been growing so much as an artist. In the expression department, I I want her to be like smiling actually, like really happy to see you there. She's doing the peace sign to you. She's happy for you to be there. I'm actually not in my best element when it comes to expressions, but I like doing them. Um, Actually, no, right now we're going to stick to the face. I don't think I can pull this expression right now without reference. So even if she's smirking, like in the reference, you your lips would still be in the middle of your face. Unless that's like an you like anime style, that's your like artistic decision. Her eyes, no, not her eyes. Her mouth should still be in the middle of her face. I These eye should be like closing, right? I've just realized another. If she's facing forward, that I think she is, this eye is like looking this, and this eye is looking at the camera because you need to have the same distance between both eyes. Alright. I usually don't do all the tips I'm giving you in one piece unless it's like a commission or I want it to be absolute perfect. I just check it is all right. Not check it is all right. I try for it to be all right. And then I don't flip the canvas as much as I should. I like curly hair. It's really pretty. And I think it gives like more character to the characters. Yeah, like I don't have anything and I think you can already see how things can change just by the curly and bouncy hair. It adds so much more personality. I Actually, the face is too up for me, for my liking. That's the one thing I love about digital art, and it's that I can just select and move things around. These on a traditional piece would mean I have to redraw something. This arm is too long, as I'm realizing. I found you by the art category. Oh, that's great. I don't think I'm really, I don't think I'm really famous, but that's great actually. So I want her tank top to be more like a sports bra. I think I want that. I want to do a pretty girl on a sports bra. Is that too much to ask? Pero si yo ya te vi conocido. Yeah, playing Minecraft. I The thing, okay, my thing is I love three things in my life: art, Minecraft, and phasmophobia. Those are like my three biggest addictions. Like if I hadn't done the promo of hey, tomorrow I'm doing this kind of art class where kind of explaining stuff, I would have been playing Phasmo right now. I'll probably play after stream. I don't have homework left, I don't think. Phasmo is like my favorite game. Like it is so Phasmo is so fun. It's not my iPad, it's the Apple Pencil. It's alright. By the way, did you stream Monster Hunter? I haven't. One of my classmates, he's a friend of mine. He wants to do a video game rally competition thingy. The problem is we have one of the best Smash players of the city, like his second place of the state, as our classmate. So you can think how that's going to go. Joe. I think Monster Hunter is part of the rally. I am not sure. I know they wanted to have Minecraft as part of the rally, but I'm not super sure if Minecraft is going to be part of the rally. Um, never played Smash. You've never played Smash Bros. I love Smash Bros. It it started as a bonding activity with my high school friends, and then I became the eighth best player of my state. I'm studying in a different state, so I would be absolutely demolished by the eighth place of where I'm studying. They are like absolutely goaded here. I don't know how to place this. This leg. Sure. I never touched a Nintendo console, just PS2 and PS3. My dad used to have a PS3, then it got stolen in one of the multiple times we changed cities. But it was fun. I liked PS games. I played Uncharted on that one and Destiny 2, I think. They were fun. That's every console I played with. Xbox 360. Don't quote me on that. I think my grandparents on my dad's side used to have an Xbox, but I don't fully remember. But I do remember one of my cousins playing a Harry Potter game on my grandparents' house. Xbox wasn't mine. Oh yeah, neither did that one. I never owned one. I just owned a DS XL, and my Switch. Those are the ones I own. My dad owned the PS3. I want to give her booty shorts. X. I don't like the way Nintendo went about um the Switch 2. I think it was a really good idea to have like the DS2. No, not DS. Switch 2, but I don't like how they're doing it. I want an Xbox 360 because it has many PS2 games and PS3 doesn't have. Oh, I didn't know that. To be fair, I like my Switch, but one of my friends said I should get a Steam Deck. Is it Steam Deck? I think it's Steam Deck. um, I'm sorry if I want alerts with Ko-fi. That's what I'm using for donos. I need to have the bot. Um, I cannot read what you're saying. Give me a second. Um, I don't know what you're saying about the Switch. My chat is being stupid and I cannot read it. But I guess why do you want the Switch? Wait, I think I could ah, I want the Switch, but yeah, why do you want it? It's it's not like the best console on planet Earth. It's decent at best. It's kind of mediocre to be fair. I pretty much prefer my physical games. Not my physical, my PS games. I want to play a game where you're a monster hunter. Oh gosh, it's I didn't know it was on Switch. I guess it makes sense. I don't like how I did the legs. There's something I don't fully love about the legs. And you hunt monsters. Oh gosh. One game my friends absolutely want to make me play is um The Witcher and Elden Ring. Those are the two games my friends absolutely want to make me play. Okay, your face. Let's fix things. Like Felix from Wreck-It Ralph. There's only one on Switch. Oh, okay. Oh, you haven't. Okay. I want water. Mm. Ooh, you're free. I I think I'm seeing the mistake on the legs. I'm just going to make throw that to the back. Then it's like she would have this one here. And I realized something. Okay, one thing that this helped me see is that her hair is not as puffy on this side. I now I think it's too puffy on this side. Actually, let me erase this ones. Then whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, I think that's all right. Then I can give her one here and one here. Cabrón, invita a jugar. My friend has Elden Ring on Steam. I've heard it's a really good game. For eyebrows, eyebrows are half of your expression, and I think that's why I was like not fully convinced she had no eyebrows. So yeah, that's going to help a lot. That's going to help a lot. So yeah, like as you can see, I've basically taken my own advice, and like now I'm fixing the things that this drawing had as mistakes. I flipped the canvas so I can see my own mistakes. And Steam on Mexico is in pesos, right? Yes, it is on pesos. And I haven't done this hand, which for practical effects, I don't think I will. Oh, actually, I have a mistake with the ears right now. Your ears connect to your eyebrows and to your mouth. So the eyebrows are here and the mouth is here. So she would have big ears actually. It's like that. That's a tip on ears. And this is here. I just don't know. Like I don't know how to narrate my streams. I still don't wear my glasses. You should wear them more often. Or I don't know, is it better to force your sight and kind of try, or should you remove it? Ves cerca, pero no lejos. Oh, same, same. I have the same problem. I not gonna lie. Um, I am thinking I might do a line art separate from everything and then do like a coloring stream just to explain how I color because this sketch is taking every single ounce of my head to do it correctly. Like my brain is brain farting. I cannot do it. You don't see any distance. Amazing. This is using all my brain power. I actually kind of want to give her like biker like globes just because I think that could be pretty. It could make me dance. That should be more like that because it's connecting to her back. Oh, like, okay, I want, for example, this line is not really a mistake, but it makes her art a little bit more confusing. So I would either pull her arm out or pull it closer to her body. And I think I will pull it out. I think that's a better option. I don't know, the pose was weak. I didn't use pose references, I guess. So yeah, I think I like this. Now I can flip it again. Well, no, I need to flip this one specifically. Yay! It actually looks really cute. This is adorable. She's adorable. I have no reason to like this redraw as much as I'm liking it. But it is using, in fact, like 99% of my brain power. Now for coloring. That's one thing people ask me a lot. I First of all, I usually pick up a color I'm not going to use in the character. So let's go for like a dark green because I want my eyes to survive, okay? I won't use the the absolute menace of the other green. I'm not going to bother with liner because it's not going. I'm not. My brain is not a capacity to do liner right now. We're in finals month, and I'm also going to completely ignore that one hand. Um, I am thirsty. Let me. I want to drink water. Mm, it feels bonita, pretty much. So usually I just do this as a face. So I am sure I'm not missing any space when I'm filling in the colors. Actually, another recommendation I've seen people say is make the background a gray tone because colors are affected by nearby colors, like the way we perceive them. So, but since I made the line art gray, I don't think that's going to be really helpful. But for example, now with the green, we can see where we have gaps and we can fill them easily. It's so weird to explain my process. I just, to be fair, for me drawing, it feels like I fall asleep, and when I wake up, there's a full drawing. It's so hard for me to vocalize what I'm thinking because I'm thinking nothing. Oh, it looks like Fiona. It would change. So for skin, I actually have my like own palette switch. That's like the thing. But I try to stay like I rarely use greens in my art. That's something people will see. So I will stray from the yellow to like this like bluish green or greenish blue. But I don't use greens. So skins are usually going to stay like between the yellows and the oranges and a little bit the reds. Let's do the red. And a lot of skin is like trial and error for me of coloring skin because it's green. Yeah. So when I am filling in, I actually discovered the lasso tool that people used the lasso tool to fill in like large areas, and that has been a life changer for me. And ta-da! I actually like that color. I don't color like most people do, and I need to confess that I'm kind of a weirdo on that sense. A lot of people will do first the base colors, then like the shadows, then the everything else. So I usually don't do that, which sometimes leads me to inconsistent shadows. So, like, I will explain how sometimes I try to circumvent that, but it doesn't mean it always works. I thought I was watching your stream at 180. Oh no! Also probably on me, to be fair. I'm not. I don't know. So we have this, right? Oh, I did it on the wrong layer. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. So we choose where the light's going to come from. It's going to come from here. Okay? We keep that one in mind. What do you mean? I might. No, I actually need those layers to be separated. Oh, this is so annoying. Um, I will need to recolor those. That's so annoying. Am I okay? Yeah. I am HD. What do you mean? This is going to be. Maybe I just show how I do skin. I don't know. This is. This is not going well right now. I'm saying drawing takes like 99% of my power, of my brain power. Because for me, drawing is like falling asleep. I don't know what I'm doing. So after this, I will go like on these stones, like pinkish reds, and saturate just a little bit. And that's going to be blush because I like giving my characters blush, and I use an airbrush for that usually. So cheeks, wait, cheeks, nose, elbows, fingers, here. Oh, I didn't do those fingers. Anyways, those areas are the ones where I usually add blush. Oh, wait, I'm being dumb. These are the areas where I would usually have blush. Le pico una abeja. No, like this. Sometimes in the bust, but not always. And then I would just smear it just a little bit, blend it, because I don't know. I think blush is cute. My VTuber has a ton of blush. Actually, I think she has a lot of blush under the face, but because of how the mask is placed, you don't see the blush. And for the nose, I kind of blend it differently. I blend it. Actually, the way I add blush and do define facial features, it's really inspired by makeup, like tutorials I watch. I don't really do makeup on me that often, but sometimes those are the inspiration for the blush I do add with my characters. And I usually put it in multiply. But let's say I don't like how this color looks because I don't. I either play it and make it brighter, like oh I actually don't like it that bright. Change the saturation to see what I like. Maybe I saturate a lot and change the brightness, or maybe I'm like, oh, maybe more pink. I don't like maybe more red, more like here. It's just a little bit. I don't use makeup. You could. If you wanted, you could. So yeah, I like it more orangey for this character specifically, so I do that, right? Then I do like another layer of blush, but it's not really blush. It's like to give shape to the things. Where's the clipping mask here? And for this, I click the skin tone again, and I go to the reds. and I go like on this zone, like the zone, to kind of make those colors. I want to feel bonita. To be fair, it was the film festival like last week, and I don't usually do makeup on myself, but making doing makeup on myself for that film festival, I felt so freaking beautiful. It was amazing. So this is like kind of to be like there's life in this thing, and I just put it on the edges. I just saw a tutorial once that did it, and I was like, oh, I like that, and stole it from for my art style. So you can do it too if you want. This is I just it helps to give shape, I would say. And this is not shading yet. Like this is not for shading, this is just to give shape. So don't worry about our light source so far. I would put it like under these. Those are not in the place they should be, but I'm going to ignore that for now. Better than drinking alone. I I have a really silly, goofy comic idea I want to make, but I need someone. Desde yo me estaba sintiendo preocupado. Um, so I do this on the iPads. I saw that on a makeup tutorial and I really liked it. So yeah, that's not shading. This is just like give it shape, and I usually also blend it out just because I'm not always really precise with my placing. Actually, I forget to do that here. While I'm blending this, I want to be like, we had to watch this movie on class today, and it was the most boring movie we've seen in a while. Like, genuinely, it was so freaking boring. It was like, you don't forgot to delete the green on the hand. Oh no, it like that's a globe. I wanted to turn that one on a globe into a globe. The original doesn't wear anything there. I don't care. I wanted to give it a globe. Qué mala. Lol. No, but we were watching like this really boring movie, and like it was as if someone in the movie studio decided like, hey, let's make a movie but cut every single thing that would be interesting to see in a movie out of this movie. Like they tell you the mom does drugs, and you don't like there's no mention of that in the movie afterwards. Then it's like, oh, they killed a guy the other day, and that ends up just like that, like, oh, they killed a guy the other day. Yeah, I know, it was like kind of, then it's like they are trying to barge into a house, but you only see them planning to barge into a house. You don't see actually like breaking in, and how you don't care. I don't. So yeah, it was a really boring movie, and it was 2 hours and 11 minutes. They were the two most boring hours of my life. I will speedrun the next part of the skin just because I told my brother I would be over like at 6:30 and it's almost 6:30 and I'm not over. After that I usually take a blue color for shading. So since the light is coming from here, we would have shade on these like spaces. I actually wanted that leg to be behind, so shading it like that would sell that better. Since it's going from top most, like, it would be like that. Her neck would be shaded. What did you miss? How don't you care? What did you do yesterday? What did I miss? I did nothing yesterday. I What happened yesterday? I don't remember what I did yesterday. Yesterday, yesterday I got officially accepted as an artist in a VTuber agency, which means now I have a job, which is on my last stream. Oh, okay. We continued the Minecraft thing. I actually was like, oh, they should have joined things actually started happening, and turns out one of my monster wipes my inventory every time it kills me, so I want to remove that one. Um, so I'm going to remove that one monster because I actually like keeping my stuff. Um, and then I just fished on MCCI as I kept on the back of my mind that I needed to fix that. And what else did I did? I just started yapping about school and stuff. I was really angry with my classmates for a really stupid reason. Well, with my classmates and my friends because they are really, 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 they cannot mind their business. And they are like, oh, like even my classmates are like, oh, when are you going to get like a boyfriend? And it's really annoying. And I am not interested in that. So with the shading, I usually like adapt it. Either I do it multiply or I keep it normal and just lower the opacity. But for this one, I might like it multiply with lowered opacity. And yeah, I ranted about that a little bit, of how people cannot mind their fucking business. I don't care, I cussed, whatever. Actually, this would be light and this would be shaded. Uh, I, I didn't pause on that stream. I don't know. Like, it's a funny thing, right? Where people, I'm already in college, people my age are getting married, and I haven't dated seriously since high school, I think. Me acordé que la semana pasada fue al colegio y me empezaron a decir que era su primo. I mean, at least you were cousins, unless you're in Alabama or some shit like that. Uh, it's funny. I look like a high schooler. IRL. I've been mistaken for a high schooler, so I just don't know a lot of things. Like I look really young, and I don't think that's good for a lot of things. Safe and sound, yes, it's my everything is in this playlist. So really old songs, really new songs, songs I like, songs I don't like anymore are in this playlist. And guys, okay, wait. I'm going to end stream like here. I told my brother I would stop stream like by this time. So I hope you enjoyed. I forgot to talk half of it. Art streams are hard for me. I'm sorry about that. Maybe we're finishing the redraw next week. I don't know. One day, maybe. I hope you enjoyed. I will probably return with Phasmo. I like Phasmo. I like Phasmophobia. It's a really fun game. That was not expected. Um, so yeah, hope you enjoyed. Is any of my friends streaming? That's my question. Is there anyone I want to rate existing? I don't think so. No. Okay, I will end here.